welcome back. Welcome to today's video. I will be setting up my February budget. I am using stickers from my Etsy shop, and this specific, everything that you see here is what comes in the complete budgeting kit, except for the savings tracker. That's technically an add-on, but you get transaction logs, sinking funds. You can add this separately. Thin washi, a weekly check-in, thick washi 1, 2, 3, and your budget. You get all of those stickers for $18, and then you can add on whatever other ones that I offer. So like a debt tracker, spending tracker, savings tracker, a bill tracker. Those are, I believe, $2 a piece as well. So you could get all of this for just $20, and it literally covers all of your budgeting needs. So if you want to check that out, the link will always be in the description box below. But let's get started. If you do see that these are a little bit cut through, your stickers will never look like that. I always use the oops stickers for my own budget, because obviously I'm not going to sell you stickers that, are not good quality. If it's something that I would feel disappointed about receiving in the mail, then I'm obviously not going to send it. There was nothing wrong with these stickers. It's just cut a little bit too much. I'm obviously not going to throw that out. So I just wanted to let you guys know that, because I don't want some people to be like, oh, okay, her stickers aren't that great, because they don't look that great. But like I said, it's just because I use the ones that are not being sold. I will always use the oops stickers. So I apologize if you don't like that, but it's better that I use them than sending them out to you. So I did have quite a hard time picking out which washi I wanted to use, but in the end I was like, I'll just use the originals that I came up with. I usually have 3, maybe 4 on good months, different patterns for you to choose from. But yeah, only one of the patterns, so my original patterns will always be the ones that are in the complete budget kit. But if you like the extra washies or whatever, the other ones, then you can just add those to your cart instead. But yeah, so I'm just laying down my little shell right now, the base of my stickers, the base of my monthly budget. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. I always leave 3 spots, 1 for Ethan's income, 1 for my income, and then 1 for other income. Other income I purely use just for oh man, I don't know where my big ruler is. I'm gonna have to find that. I'll find it in just a second. Okay, what do we want to use? I think I want to use this middle one. But the other income we use for, obviously, we are the ones that will do our taxes as soon as we have every single, oops, I put that way crooked. Every single piece of paper, we will immediately go and get our taxes done, just to get it done and out of the way. But this year I don't know if that's gonna happen. So normally we get our return in February, because we always do it so early. But like I said, I don't know if that's gonna happen. This is my first year back to work, and I'm still kind of adjusting to the full-time life, versus, not having to have that. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I do have my draft budget in front of me, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's what I was just counting on. But yeah, anyways, the tax return would be for the other income, or if we got any like returns or refunds, you know, just from stores, or if we sold anything on like Facebook Marketplace, stuff like that is what we use like the other for income. I also am going to start paying myself for my sticker business. It's been open for 2 years this February 15th, I want to say. Yeah, February 15th. It'll officially be open for 2 years, and I have not paid myself. The first full year, I was paying back like my personal account for what I invested in to start my business. And then the second year, the end of the first year, and then most of the second year, I was investing that money back into the business and then building the business account up for, you know, expenses and stuff. So I think this year, I'm going to use that other as like the extra money that I bring in from LML stickers as well. And like I said, with my previous video, maybe 2 or 3 videos ago, my comeback video, I did tell you guys that it's going to be full transparency on this channel. So if you don't like that, I'm sorry. Click through it. I don't know what to tell you. I want to do my budget the way that I want to do it. I used to hide my income from you guys just because that's what everyone did, and I was just like, you know, it's not anyone's business what I make or what we bring in a month and how much we spend. And, you know, some months was like in the red, like we would actually lose money and stuff. So I was just like, I don't want people to say that or tell me that I'm budgeting wrong, because it's my budget and I know what's going on with it. But now I think we're like in a really good place. I have a really good handle and manage on my budget, and I'm feeling comfortable enough to share my income. So that's what's going to end up happening. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Jeez. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. This side is going to be much longer, and this side is going to be much shorter this month. Purely because I'm not going to have enough room to do that. So I'm just going to lay my potential savings down. Because we have a lot of things that are changing, and so I don't want to put it in my fixed amount and then have to, you know, white it out and everything. So everything's going in variable just about this month, and I could have used my expenses and just had it all down, but I don't think that I would be able to fit my potential savings. Actually, I definitely wouldn't be able to fit my potential savings on this page if I did my expense line like that. If I had, you know, maybe 4 less expenses or something like that, I'd be able to do it, but it's just not possible. So at least with my stickers, you can have your expenses all in one, or you can have it divided up between variable and fixed. So that is a choice with those, which is always nice. So I've got my shell all laid down. I'm gonna go find my ruler real quick, and I'll be right back. Well, I couldn't find my Erin Condren like acrylic one, so I'm just gonna have to look for it later and use this for right now, which is not a huge deal, but not ideal for me. I'm just gonna put in my lines here. And then income type, we have Ethan's full-time income. We have my full-time income. And then we have other, which I already explained to you guys. So estimated for Ethan this month is $2,800. For me, I usually bring in $2,050-ish, but I budget for the worst case scenario. So when I budget for income, I budget lower, and when I budget for expenses, I budget higher or right around like where I know our sweet spot is. So that's how I budget. So obviously you could do it your way, and I'll do it mine. I'll zoom you guys in just a little bit. So for variable expenses, our first one is going to be groceries. Let me actually put in my line real quick so I can just put that number in real quick. Budget, actual, plus minus. I don't like that I can't see what I'm doing when I'm drawing the lines because these are clearly crooked, but whatever. Groceries, we're just going to stick right around that $400 mark. That seems to be our sweet spot right now. Next up is household. We just, if you've stuck around for the past couple of videos, we were way over budget for household items, and that's because we ran out of everything. We ran out of everything for like toilet paper, paper towels, tissues, literally everything all at once last month. So we're gonna still budget $50 for this month because I'm not expecting to go out and buy all of that stuff all over again. So we should still be able to be around that $50 mark this month. Eating out, we actually haven't been eating out that much because we've been grocery shopping and like meal planning and stuff. So we've been very good about not eating out. So I'm just going to put this at $100. Last month I think I had it at $125, but I'm just going to cut out $25. I think we still had like $80 or $90 left over from last month when I budgeted $125. So we definitely don't need all of that. And if we can keep going like that, that would be awesome. For pets, I only budgeted $125 last month and we were way over budget. This month I actually sat down and calculated what we would actually need to purchase. So hopefully $160 will be right around our sweet mark of what we need. Gas for the cars. So we do have 2 cars, and neither one of us drive very far, so $125 should be good for both of our cars. Then we have allowances for Ethan and I, and we each get $50 each, so $100 total. We just bought his Jeep, so his payment is $478, and like it's $478 on the dot. So normally I would put that over in the fixed expenses, but I don't know if we are going to, like, if we have some wiggle room left in our budget at the end of the month, I might make an extra payment on it, like, towards the principal to try to pay it off sooner. So that's why I'm putting it over in the variable expenses, just because I don't know if we're going to pay the minimum or if we're going to go over and help pay it off. Then we have credit cards. Whatever we put on our credit cards each month, we pay off when the statement comes in. We never have any sort of like rollover debt or anything. The only debt we have is our house and now the Jeep. And that is it. But whatever's on our credit cards, we always pay off. I'm going to budget $515. This might be $200 give or take. I had $715 put down, but I think I did that math wrong. And I think I still did this math wrong, and Ethan's not answering me with what his statement is going to be, and it's just a little chaotic this month, so I'm putting $515 right now. Next up is our car insurance. Now, I don't know what's going to happen now that we have the Jeep versus our Buick, so I don't know if it's going to go up or down, so I'm just budgeting $200. It's been around $160, so I don't think that it's going to be anywhere around this $200 mark, but we will see. Then we have Ethan's birthday and of course Valentine's Day. And I'm budgeting $100 for that. I don't know what we're gonna do, if we're gonna go out to eat both times or just once or what, I don't know. Then we do have our water bill. This only comes like every 3 months, and I'm putting $80 down. Phones. Normally our phone bill's over here because I know exactly what it is, but this month it's different because we just paid off Ethan's phone, and I don't know if 1 or 2 people are going to be added on to our family plan. So obviously if they do, it'll be cheaper than what I'm budgeting, but this is, you know, worst case scenario. If they don't get added on, this is what we should be paying for our phones. And next up is Hulu, and this is $69.99, and I did not count that right. I need one more space. And I'm only putting this, normally this would also be over in the fixed expenses, but I might be making it go down a little bit or keeping it the same. I'm not really sure at this point, so it's just gonna come over here to the variable expenses. So that's worst case scenario. If we don't end up changing our plan, it'll be $69.99. If we do end up changing it, it's going to be like more like $7.99. So that's a big dramatic change. And then last but not least is unbudgeted. So if I forget something or something random just pops up. Okay, my phone was dying, so I needed to plug that in real quick. Fixed expenses, we do have our mortgage. Let me put these lines in too. And that is always $1,032.20. Then we pay for my car, which is a lease, and that is $319 a month. I only have about 9 more payments on it, so I think in about 6 or 7 months, I will be going and looking at Jeeps for myself. I don't know if I'm going to buy or lease again. I kind of want to lease again, but I don't know yet because I kind of want to buy. But we'll see how that goes. Next up is Spotify, and that is $12.99. Then we have Verizon, which is our internet. That is $69.99. Then we have NYSEG, which is our electric and gas for our house. And in the winter, it's always super high, like $100 more than normal. So this month is $249.40. And then lastly, for this one is our sinking funds. So whatever I decide to put into sinking funds for the month, it never changes. So that's what it's going to be. And that is $415 this month. Okay. So putting in our total over here is $2,490.48. And then over here for our fixed expenses, our total is $2,098.58. And our total for income is $4,850. So at the worst case scenario, we will be saving hopefully $260.94. So I am just going to set up our weekly check-in and our sinking funds and transaction log and the savings tracker real quick. But I'm going to speed through those. I will walk you through the sinking funds, but enjoy. Okay, so now that I've got everything all laid down and set up, I'll start filling it in. Actually, let me start with the savings tracker. So this date I actually use as a category to track my savings, my different savings. So we do have savings for Ethan. So if we don't spend our allowance, it goes into the savings. If we overspend our allowance, it comes out of the savings type of deal. Then I have a savings, and then we have like our regular savings account. And then we also have like a business savings account, so like for like taxes and whatnot. I still need to like calculate the beginning of that, so I won't write that in because I don't know what it is. I also won't be filling in the beginning for February because we haven't closed out January budget yet, so I don't know what the beginning is like for February. So I'll just write in my categories and tell you guys what I am adding in for the month and how I got that $415 total that you saw in the budget. So the first category is baby, and I didn't really want to announce it to anybody, but I think me and Ethan are going to start trying. I don't know yet for certain, but, you know, we are, like, how do I want to put it? We're not trying, I guess you could say. We're not, like, trying, but we're not preventing it either. So I wanted to make sure that we had money set aside just in case it just randomly pops up somewhere. But we are adding in $20 for that. We did do a savings challenge last year, and so we do have almost $1,000 already saved up. And when we discussed this topic, we discussed like, okay, where are we gonna put this, $900 and some odd dollars in? Do we want to put it in a regular savings account? Do we want to put it towards like the down payment of a car? Do we want to put it towards like in case we have a baby or something? So we have over $900 already set aside. We decided to use that as our base for a baby. They're obviously very expensive, stuff like that. So yeah. So I know our beginning is going to be somewhere around there, but like I said, I don't know exactly where a beginning is going to be for any of these categories. Moving on, our next one is car maintenance. We've never had this before, but we did start out with $500 for it. And I'm actually going to write that one in because I know for a fact that's what we're starting with. We're also going to add in $20 for that one. Next up is Christmas. And we are going to be adding in $100 for that. Next up is clothing for Ethan. And we will be adding in $20 for him. Normally these were $25, but because we added in baby and car maintenance, we kind of had to lower some of the other categories that we have. So I am also down to $20. Entertainment, we used to do like $50 in the summer and like $25 in the winter because we don't really go out that much in the winter. But we lowered this one to $20 as well. Most of them will be lowered down to $20. Gifts was around $25 to $30. That is also down to $20. House, so any home maintenance that we want to do, or upgrades, or we are trying to save up for like a new roof that we're gonna need in like the next 5 years. So that also goes to this. We're also thinking about like putting new carpeting in because our stairs are just disgusting. So we are putting in $100 for that. Medical is for like any prescriptions, any co-pays, anything like that. So like this is gonna come in really handy because we were putting money away for Ethan to get LASIK surgery. I think that's kind of been put on the back burner for right now, but it'll be nice because we have about $250 in there right now, and I obviously just went to Well Now for pink eye. That was $35. And then I also had like an $8 prescription that I had to pay for. And then, so that's over $40 right there that I didn't budget for in a month. And if we were, tight or something like that, it would have been like, dang, that stinks. But I have $250 set aside for stuff like this, which is nice. Plus, I just got a bill in the mail because I went for a cleaning for my teeth and I had decalcification on 2 of my teeth, so I had to get 2 different fillings and x-rays done and this and that and whatever else. It was like obviously like a almost $800 bill, but because of my insurance, I thought it would have covered more, but I still have to pay like $117 or something like that. So that will also come out of medical, which is really nice. So it's nice that we have that. It stinks that I've worked so hard to build it up to $250, and within 1 month, literally 1 month, everything happened in January. It's gonna flush it right back down, but this had to be lowered from like $20 to $15, whatever. Pets, this is if the pets need like Seresto collars, or hopefully it'll end up paying for vet appointments, but I needed to get it up there finally. So we'll have over $400 in this account or in this category. So hopefully this year when we do vet appointments, at least it will pay for maybe 1 or 2 of them or something. Or, if we decide to do a different medication for them or something, I don't know. But, or, God forbid there's an emergency for them, at least we have money set aside for that. And then vacation, we started putting money towards this because we definitely do want to go on vacation soon. We really haven't gone on vacation in a few years, so we will definitely want to get away. So obviously we don't spend anything for that, so it's $550. And then also for pets, we don't spend anything, so this will be $402.55. Stuff will come out of medical. I know that nothing is coming out of house, so that'll be $3,293.91. I do think something's coming out of gifts. I don't think anything's coming out of entertainment though, so we'll start with $110.23. And then everything else, there's stuff coming out of, and I need to calculate what I actually have set aside right now for baby. Other than that, that is about it. That is how I set up my budget for the month, with everything that I use, all of the stickers that I use, how I use them, and literally everything, guys. That is me not hiding a single thing from you. So hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you for the next one. Bye, guys.